most people say they want to be millionaires, but the simple fact is they're not willing to give up what it takes to become one. They're not willing to give up going out, doing all the dumb shit. They're not willing to put in the extra hours. They're not willing to put in the hours of education that it takes to become a millionaire. If you want to be rich, if you want to be fit, you're going to have to make some sacrifices, and you're going to have to not just do the work, you're going to have to work on your education. That means understanding business. That means understanding the language of business, the way that people talk, the words that they're using. You got appreciation, amortization, you've got depreciation, you've got your capital gains, you've got all these different kind of words. Kind of reminds me of jiu-jitsu, for example. You've got your kimura, your key lock, your omoplata. If you don't speak the language, then you don't know business. And if you don't know business, they're not going to want you selling their house for them. They're not going to want you helping them buy their house. You need to understand the language. You need to understand what to be selling or what to be helping people buy. And that is quite simple. You need to be focusing on the wealthy, rich people. Why? Because poor people suck. I'm sorry, but you do. No, I'm kidding, guys. I was poor a lot of my life. Sometimes my humor. Sometimes I crack myself up. Well, I'll tell you guys this. I've been rich and I've been poor, and being rich is so much better. One of the reasons I work so freaking hard is because I don't ever want to be poor again. When I come home some days, I like to grab my money and just make it rain all over my house, everywhere. Nobody's in the house. I just put on some beats and I just make it rain. And I pick it all up, I put it in my money counter, and I just freaking count it up again. And then I do it again. It makes me feel good. Everybody says they want to be rich, but you're not willing to do what it takes. You're not willing to put in the hours. You're not willing to sacrifice. I haven't taken a day off in 3 years and 4 months. So my average work day, 16 hours on average. That means I'm doubling everybody else, plus 2 extra days of double. I'm working 3 times as hard as somebody that thinks they're working hard. Yeah, that's why I'm rich. That's why I'm selling houses and everybody else is on holiday. People talk about, oh, the market's not good. I've had my best year ever. I'm gonna triple last year's numbers. I am killing it. I'm a obsessed workaholic, but that's what it takes. If you wanna be the fucking best, that's what it takes. You gotta be all in. You can't be half in. You gotta be all in. And if you're not all in, don't do it. Real estate, 2,000 agents in Cabo San Lucas. Out of 10 agents, 1 will make it out of the first year. And then out of those agents, 10% make up 90% of the sales. That means you have to be the 1%, hence the name Cabo 1. You gotta be the motherfucking man. I'll see you in the next video.